Okay, good afternoon. This is Lynx. I'm doing this video by request. This is how to use playing cards for a love reading because Valentine's Day is coming up. So, those of you who want to start off as diviners and build a clientele, if you don't have a lot of resources, playing cards are a really good way to do it. They're very unique, they are insanely accurate, and they blow people away. You can parlay a following that you can get a clientele from reading playing cards and parlay that into other kinds of divination. After that, you can get tarot decks then, so you can work your way up using playing cards to build something much bigger if you choose to. They're a really valuable tool for divination, and they're one of my favorite, and I still use them all the time. So this is the question was, how do you do a love reading with playing cards? Well, this is the Gypsy love spread. Okay, you have, I'm sorry, my computer has the camera on it, so I'm going to use this as the sort of as like the board. So you have 3 rows. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what you're going to have is you're going to have 3 rows of 3. Okay, so it's going to go like this: 3 rows of 3. You got 3 cards here, and then you're going to have 3 under it, and then 3 on the bottom. Okay, so it's going to be a 3 by 3 spread. Okay, you're going to have 9 cards total. Top row is the relationship. Okay, so this is what's going on in the relationship. I'm going to do the reading for you. This is the example. I don't know. I didn't have anything specific in mind. I threw them as a illustration of how to do it. Okay. So then the second row would be the outside influences. Okay, that would be these 3. Okay. So we got the first one is okay. So the first row you got 7. You got 4 spades and the 4 of hearts. Okay, and then the second one. The bottom is the suggested action. That'd be 6 of diamonds, ace, and then the 6 of spades. Okay, so you got them as 9. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, they're gonna fall. Anyway, I got 3, 3, and 3. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how I would read this then. All right, so you got the top row would be these 3. I'd say that someone believes they have a spiritual connection or really wants, their motivation is they really want a spiritual connection, but it's limited by their clingingness. So I say in this relationship, they would be clinging too tightly perhaps, and they would be clinging too tightly to security issues. I'd also say that one of them might be a drinker, one or both might be a drinker, that might be deluding themselves in some way. Okay? So there are limits based on security and based on real practical limitations, and one of the individuals would be clinging. And I would feel which one it was, the man or the woman or both. In this case, it would feel like they were probably both, I would say, okay? And then the next line would be the outside influences. Okay, so we got a 3, a 10, and a 2, okay? I'd say other people, there'd be a pressuring of other people to be involved in the relationship because 3 is a social card, and also this would feel like one of them is also cheating. So that there's an individual on the outside who's trying to get the thing for herself. It feels like a woman in this case. I would say she's trying to get, so maybe this reading might be for actually one of you out there who's watching. Let me know if that's the case. There's a 3-way relationship here. There's someone else who's hoping to get this guy for herself. Okay, so she's getting involved in trying to turn the tables in her favor. So the clinging, that would help me understand why the clinging was happening. The woman is clinging very tightly to the man because she believes that this is her soulmate, but there's someone else who's also involved, and he's also looking her way. So there's a 3-way relationship here going on, and she's the other woman is hoping to turn it in her to her advantage. What's going to happen? The outside, or the suggested action in this case is actually for the woman who's getting the reading. So I would say beneficial to just move on, start anew, because this is only going to bring more disaster or limitations or heartache to you. And the real value comes in recognizing your own value and moving on to find a new relationship. And then there's a possibility that you could find your own value Find your own value first, recognize your own value, then there's a possibility of you finding something new. It's never going to happen with the individual consistently clinging. Okay, so the fours are telling me, especially the four of spades, it's telling me that she's clinging very tightly. Okay, I had it, it was like this. It was the 7, the 4, and the 4. So she's clinging very tightly and thinking that, she can't let go. So the fact that she is also kind of aware that he's cheating makes her cling all the more tightly. But the advice, in this case, the bottom row, which is the advice, is to let go and to move on and find something new. So that's how you do it. That's the Gypsy Love. 3 cards by 3 cards. Top row, 3 cards in the top row are the relationship. If court cards come up, they probably represent the people. Middle row, and if the no court cards come up, you got to use your intuition and figure out which ones they're talking about. In some cases, the numbered card will describe the personality of the individual. The second row is outside influences. If there's court cards, again, that could be people, and the suggested action on the bottom is the third row. That's the last 3. Read them all together, see how one influences each, and see how the overall picture builds out, just like I did here. Okay, so like I saw the clinging in the next row, I could see why, because there was a 3-way love affair. Someone else is getting involved, trying to turn it to her advantage. And on the bottom, you had the action, which was for the original woman who was asking the question, hey, what do I do in the situation? Time to move on, find your own value, recognize that you're worth more, and you're likely to have a better start and a better opportunity for new love, new romance, just new self-acceptance. That's where it'd have to start. I would advise against jumping into a new relationship after that. I would say, look at what the pattern is. Determine your own value first before you decide to get involved with someone else again. That's how you do it. That's the Gypsy Love Spread. I hope this helps. If you got any, I don't know, maybe I'll do 1 or 2 for people. If you got a love question, put it. We'll see. I'm super busy, but if I have some time, I'll maybe do a reading. Let me know if you have any questions. Put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them for you, okay? You guys have a great day.